One. Yo, how's it going, guys? Got my boy Sebastian in the cut today.
Do you wanna test it
What?
to see if it
No, it works because like the green is on.
All right.
I know once the green is connected. But anyways, got Sebastian here today. I'll let him introduce himself real quick.
Yo,
so
it's
go ahead.
Sebastian slash.
Come in more. Come in more.
Oh. Seabass slash Sebastian slash the best one in the group. Yeah, that's me.
All right. Anyways, so today I'm just gonna be interviewing you a little bit on your faith, and just like really, so like the people here can like get to know you a little better. So the first question I have for you today is, how was your life before you met Jesus?
It was all right. Like I've always been surrounded by like godly people. My grandparents were very religious, and I grew up with them. But like, I think I had them, but like, I didn't really like accept them back then. I feel like it was like kind of forced onto me. But I think I was still like, a decent person, happy person, but not to, I guess, my full potential, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I feel that. So like just leading up to like how you are now, would you say like they had like a huge impact on anything in the way that you like kind of like go about your faith nowadays?
What, like my grandparents?
Yeah, like do you feel like they had like a big impact on that?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like one of the main people that have like, planted a seed, or seeds or seed in, in my life, in my spiritual aspect of life. And they're literally like one of the reasons why I keep going every single day and try to better my faith, just because they were just really, really strong in their faith. And I try to strive to be like them, because in my eyes, they were like perfect people almost.
I like that. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to add a little bit to that question? It's about how you were before you met Jesus.
I'd say I was definitely lost. And I did a lot. I still do, but I did a lot of judging. And I think it was mostly because I wasn't happy with myself. So I just like picked on other people's flaws, or at least what I thought was their flaw. And also judging from a distance so they couldn't judge me. But I think it was also I was scared of them judging me, is why I judged them in the first place. But overall, I think I was just a really judgy person, and sorry, these bugs are freaking
Yeah, these
terrible.
bugs are like chopped, so bear with us a little bit.
Yeah, I was just really a judgy person, and
all right. Well, now it's time for the big question, and bro, don't feel like you have to like cut it short, because this is like really where people are gonna get to know you. So the next question is, share a little bit, like not a little bit, but like you kind of get what I'm saying. Share like your testimony, basically, like how has God impacted you, growing up to how you are now, and just really like how He shaped you. So if you want to start when you were like young, or wherever you need to start from, just like share your testimony with the people.
Well, I mean, y'all already heard me. I kind of like skim over it. With me like growing up, like my mom was always in the picture. I mean, my dad wasn't in the picture. So my mom was, but she worked a lot, and she would just leave us with our grandparents. And I'd say we, like my two sisters, my older sister and my younger sister, and they would take care of us mostly while my mom was at work. So like we would go to church all the time, and there was like no swearing out of us, no, like we couldn't even say like, I guess, inappropriate words like fart. we weren't allowed to say that. We weren't allowed to watch like SpongeBob or anything like that, because there's like the inappropriate jokes, like cartoons that they stick in for like adults watching too. but we weren't allowed to watch that. Only Disney Channel. I'm sure it had like some little things in there that were inappropriate, but like I guess it was good enough for us. But yeah, we'd always go to church with them, and like I loved them, but I just didn't love the church. And I guess it was just because like we were kind of made to go. We didn't really have the choice. So I didn't love it, but I mean I didn't hate it because I mean I still love my grandparents, and like they were good people. You know, they were the people they were because they were like in ministry and you know, following God. But I mean that's the start of it. I mean I wasn't really there, but I definitely had really good people to show me an example of what, you know, living out, you know, God's plan is. And I guess like I grew up and then they suddenly, well not suddenly, like of old age they passed away, and it definitely took a toll on me. And that was a time where I was definitely lost about like the age of like 13ish, like 7th to 8th grade. And I mean I wasn't close with God at all, you know. I smoked in like 7th grade, 8th grade. He knows about it, but yeah, I was just surrounded by not great people. Well, they had good hearts, but what their actions were doing, it wasn't the best for me. And you know, and I found a new group of people. Well, I didn't find them. I just connected with them more, like Berto and all of them. And I'd say we were just like kids having fun, whatever. You know, skip that time. And I guess what really triggered my faith, more so in me taking it serious, is I think it goes for almost all of us, is our beloved friend, our late friend, David's passing. It did take a toll on me a lot. I'd cry like almost every day for almost a month. But I was very fortunate to have my mom right by my side, because she is like my best friend besides, you know, NR or Black Attack or whatever, if you know what that is, like Fisher and all them, Fuse Camp. And I didn't know that, you know, like I was blessed to have like a parent I could talk to, because I realize now recently that a lot of people don't have a great relationship with their parents. And yeah, it might only be like one parent that I actually have a good relationship with, but like, you know, she's I don't know, she's always been there for me, so I don't really have anything to worry about. But skipping towards that, you know, past that a little bit, off track. Yeah, David just was a really good example, because he was an atheist. Like, I know he's touched on it before. And it really surprised me, like someone like him that didn't believe in it or just questioned it a lot, just switched the script, and he like changed, and he was this holy person, and he was like very joyful, that I could see. And it was just incredible to me, because like I claim to be a Christian all my life, this, that, whatever, and this man within like 3 months, he did so much better than I had in my like 16 years of life, which I just thought, I was just like in awe that someone can flip just like that. And it just showed me that anyone can do it. Anybody like can follow Jesus, and it doesn't matter when your time comes. Like, you can do it whenever, I guess.
Yeah, I think, not to like cut you off or anything, I just wanted to add on to something you were saying. So I was actually talking with this one guy the other day when we had a little small Bible study here, and he was like, you know how David was supposed to get baptized like a little before he passed away?
Yeah.
He was telling me that, like, bro, like, even though he didn't get the chance to get baptized, like, he was still saved because he knew who Jesus was before he passed away, and he knew like what it meant to be a follower of Jesus. And I think that really stuck out to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Even though he didn't get baptized, like, yeah, he definitely knew who Jesus was. 100%, no doubt about it. And yeah, I just think it's crazy to me, like, all that happened. But, I mean, I never, like, I guess I questioned why. But, like, I was never mad at God. But I also, like, I think the word envy, right? I had some envy towards David because I was also down. This was a little bit before, like, I started to get more in my faith. But I also was down because of the passing of my friend David. I didn't want to, be here on this earth. And I told my mom that I wanted to switch places with him, and I didn't really know what that meant. But to me now, it was just because, like, I guess I was going through a lot at the time, and I just didn't want to feel pain anymore. So, like, I also envy him because, like, he doesn't have to deal with any of that mental pain, that physical pain, spiritual warfare, anything like that. Like, he's free of pain, and he's living with the best person imaginable. So I kind of envied him for that. Yeah. And right now, I guess I don't mean to, like, it's kind of hard to have, like, a timeline of all this stuff. But fast forwarding, we went to camp, whatever. Well, it's not whatever. It was amazing. But I had a great time, and it definitely, like, opened my eyes up because, like, I met Fisher Brown, Jacob Cutterhouse. I connected with Jaden Baldwin. I met Fred Rose, and I only knew Josie, Berto, Chase Ryland, and
That's about it. Pretty sure.
Who else was it? I thought there was someone. Austin, yeah.
Oh yeah. My bad, bro.
I was thinking about him. I just couldn't
Austin.
get the name out.
The OG. We forgot about the OG Fuse member.
No, I had him in my brain. I just couldn't get the name out. And I knew them, but like I said, I was still a judgmental person, and I think this, like, just showed me, like you're supposed to love everybody no matter what. I think that's what this Fuse was, like, showing me, and, like, not to judge others, is because, like, I only knew them boys, like Jacob Cutterhouse, Fisher, for 4 days, and I told them I love them, and I meant it from, like, the bottom of my heart, and I judged them before, like, even getting there. Like, I thought, like, Jacob was gonna be like, I mean, granted, he was tired on the way there, and he just, like, was kind of, like, nonchalant, I guess, about the ride or whatever. And but I was just like, man, this man's gonna, like, not want to do anything, not to have fun or anything, or he's just, like, doing nothing. But, like, I honestly had one of the biggest, like, connections I've had. Like, he's one of the biggest connections I've had with anybody on this earth, which is insane to me because I've met those guys for the first time at camp, and I've only known them for 4 days, and I'm hugging on their shoulder and crying on them and telling them I love them and that they're brothers to me. And I truly meant that from the bottom of my heart, which I thought was insane because, like, me before camp, like, would have been like, what are you doing? Like, you don't even know these guys, and you've only met them for 4 days. And I guess I thought, like, loyalty and, like, love came from, like, time that you spent together, like, I guess, like, day after day after day, instead of the amount of time you spent together with them, instead of, like, the, like, how do I put this? The quality of time that you spend together with them.
Yeah.
And I think that was, like, such an eye-opener to me. Like, you can connect with somebody on a different level, just depending on what you do with them. And I think camp was the only thing that really allowed me to do that with anybody. I don't think any other experience will let me able to do something like that, like, ever in my life.
Yeah, I wanted to, like, ask you about that too, just so, like, for the people that watch, like, just, bro, explain to them, like, what Fuse is and, like, how, like amazing it is, bro, like, the whole experience.
So Fuse, for at least me, is a camp that we go to in the summer, or at least we did, because we're seniors now. We can't go.
We're graduated.
Oh yeah, we're graduated. We can't go anymore, but it's where a whole bunch of people from Wilmington, New Bern, and Leland, from the Port City Church, go to Gastonia, and this amazing spot in the mountains where you worship Jesus and have a bunch of mini games and have teams and build bonds with strangers you've never met. Maybe you've seen that around the school, whatever, and it doesn't even live in the same district as you, but you continue to do the games, you win, you lose, sometimes there's ties, but like throughout the whole day, there will be multiple times a day that you'll be learning about God, worshiping with people for God. And I just think it's like so crazy. Like all that stuff is cool, yeah, like winning and stuff like that, but I think it's just so crazy how like we barely know them and you're like so awkward and you're kind of like iffy about those people that you don't really know, but then like on the second late night or like early third day or whatever, like somewhere around there, you're cracking jokes with them and like having like easy conversations. And I'm like not the social butterfly. Like I don't really like interactions. Obviously, like I'll do it here and there, but like Fuse definitely like helped me conversate with a lot of people that I wouldn't. And most of the time I'm conversating with my friends because it's easier for me that way. But like even if it was out of camp, I would just sit on the sidelines and not talk. And then camp actually made me engage with a lot of people that I never thought I would. And I just thank God for that because he gave me that opportunity to open up. And that's how I see camp.
Yeah, I would definitely say Fuse is like definitely one of those biggest factors for me that like just like kind of gave all of us a community. Because like Fisher, dude, like I knew Fisher because he was in my art class literally like earlier that year. And like I remember the first thing he ever said to me was like he like complimented my fit. And I thought he was trolling at first because I don't know, like you said, like I didn't like really judge Fisher, but I had like made a presumption about him, and assumption I mean. And I was just like, bruh, Fisher probably some nonchalant guy that like, just does whatever. But like, bro, if you guys met Fisher Brown, bro,
that man is a freaking lovable teddy bear, bro.
Dude,
I love that man.
If you ever needed Fisher to like be there for you, or just like, just be that guy that you can count on, bro, like Fisher's just always gonna be there for you. And like that's something I can definitely thank God for, and I'm sure Sebastian can thank him for that too.
100%.
And yeah, just camp just gave us like that amazing community that we have now. And I didn't know if you like wanted to keep sharing about your testimony. I kind of cut you off with the Fuse camp question.
Yeah, I guess I'll wrap it up. I'm getting towards the end, and I'm sorry to make it long, and I apologize. I keep kind of taking this mic away, so I think it won't catch all the audio, but I hope it does. Yeah, so like coming around like now, like it's definitely like I'm trying to be better, and I think I am. And it's crazy to me, like, because, like, I do better with my friends because for some reason I struggle to, like, do anything for myself. Like, if I want to do something, this or that, I might do, like, push-ups for, like, because we did a push-up challenge. And I can't do it by myself, like, 100 push-ups a day challenge. I wasn't able to do it. Like, I do it for a day or two, and I'm like, oh, whatever. But, like, my friends, we made a group chat, and it consistently pushed me to do something every single day because they were doing it too. And I say that, like, giving an example because, like, when they're doing a Bible study with, like, me or whatever, it not forces me, but it makes me want to do it because, like, I love my friends to death. Like, they're my brothers. Like, they're one of the reasons why I'm here. One of the main reasons besides my, like, immediate family. And they're, like, family to me, honestly. And I try to tell them I love them more and more every single moment I get because they truly mean the world to me. But I'm off track, but what I mean to say is, like, I need to do it for myself as much as I'm doing it with other people. And it's definitely, I think I'm a firm believer in, like, building your faith with people is one of the ways that you should build your faith in, like, how you should build your faith. And I'm not saying you have to do it all with people, but like I'm saying it's definitely a good way to like get into it. And I just struggle with that a lot because I kind of rely on my friends to, like, I guess, strengthen my faith, if that makes any sense. But I'm trying to break off and, like, do it on my own. And I have my moments, but I guess right now what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm definitely struggling on being disciplined and, like, doing things on my own, and I just need to learn that. And obviously trying to pray on it about it.
I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, bro, because, like, to be honest, like, I feel like I said, community is, like, such a big thing. Like, you know, it's not bad that you rely on us, bro. Just like you rely on us, like, a lot of people that struggle to do things on their own, like, you know, they go to God. But, like, me, like, when I couldn't do things on my own, I would, like, go to Chase. So, like, I don't think you should beat yourself up that you can't do things on your own. We're not called to do stuff on our own. Like, that's why you have us. But, yeah, keep going. I just wanted to add that in there.
Nah, yeah, you're totally right. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, like I just rely on it too much. But I understand that. It is good to be that way, but I'm just saying, like, if I ever find myself alone, I'll probably never pick up the Bible. But if I'm with my friends and they're like, hey, like, let's do a Bible study, this and that, like, I'm like, I may or may not want to do it, but I'll do it at the end of the day because, like, you know, it's going to better my, like, friends or whatever. And I'll honestly probably do something that benefits my friends before it'll benefit me. Majority of the time. I definitely have been selfish plenty of times, but, you know, I live for the people around me. Like, you know, I love them to death. So, yeah, I'm just trying to do better about, I guess, also being, like, a light to people and, like, actually, like, wanting to learn. That's what I'm trying to better myself on, is wanting to learn and do it myself. And honestly showing people God's love, because I feel like I failed to do that. Like, I don't ever do it, and I don't know how to. But I want to learn because, like, like I said, I'm not a very social butterfly. But I think that's the first step for me to spread God's love, is to, like, try to talk to people at least. So, yeah, that wraps up my testimony. I know it's probably pretty long and scattered everywhere, but I hope most of y'all got it.
Kid's too humble, bro. And we could have gone on for days about that, bro. But I'm glad that you shared that with us. And the last question I did have for you was, obviously you went through all you went through, and you know God's got you. But what do you feel that God has called you to do this year?
That's a good question. I actually haven't thought about that.
You haven't thought about it?
What he's called me to do?
Or I guess, like, if you don't really, like, because it's okay to not know, like, a purpose, but, like, I'd say, like, what do you feel like he's been trying to tell you to do, like area you can grow in your faith, basically?
100%. And I feel like he's been telling me this all my life, is just, like, to not judge others, bro. Like I myself would walk, I think it's how it said, like, an imperfect man, so who am I to judge others? Like I said, like, through my whole life, that's how I've been. And it sucks to say this, but he's definitely still, like, I don't do it, like, as an aggressive way. I think it's, like, kind of passive aggressive now. And I still think, like, to myself that it's bad and I shouldn't do it. But beforehand, I wouldn't. Like, it'd just be like, whatever. But I think he is still, to this day, like, telling me not to judge people. And not so more, like, off their looks or anything. Just judging people, saying, like, oh, I won't, like, be their friend, or they won't like me, this and that. Not more so bad on them, but more so judging people, thinking that they're not going to like me, you know, instead of me not liking them, if that makes any sense. You know, I think he wants me to also learn, which I think it, like, comes into play, is, like, not to be so hard on myself, because I think, like, I try to put this so much weight on me that I have to, like, do this or I have to do that, and I have to be, like, such a perfectionist, and if not, it's like the world's ending. And if someone doesn't see me a certain way, like, you know, I just think they probably, like, hate me or whatever. Like, I just think he wants me to learn to, like, love myself and be patient with myself and to, you know, be easy with me. Like, you know, I don't have to put all this pressure on me.
Was that it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you were just like scratching off the bugs.
Yeah.
Well, what about wrap it up, bro? And I'm like really glad that you had the courage to like share with the people, like, you know, a little bit of your testimony, because like you said at the end is, you know, something that you really want to do is spread God's love, and this will be a big way to do it, especially if like a good amount of people watch it. Not even like 100 people have to watch it, bro. If you can just get one people to be able to relate to like your testimony, then that's just a big thing for us. And if you didn't want to like add anything else, I would love to like pray for us real quick, just to, like wrap it up.
Yeah, I would like to add something. I appreciate you like inviting me and stuff. Like, I wanted to do this deep down. Really, I was waiting for him to ask me, but like I'm also like really nervous because, you know, I don't know how many people are gonna see this, and like I definitely have. I mean, there's other. If you ever want to talk to me, like I'm here, no matter who you are.
Facts.
And I hope that my testimony helped. And there's definitely other stuff that I didn't like touch up on, but I would love to like, just because of the time frame and everything, and it's probably not all flowing in my head. But if you want to ask me about my testimony or anything like that, I would love to talk about it. And I also, another thing, I just want to be a light to people. So like, feel free to ask me anything, just because like, you know, I kind of want to be a leader in a sense, I guess, which is weird. I guess I don't know to go off.
It's not weird, bro.
But no, I'm just saying like weird that I just like brought it up out of nowhere. But also I just am nervous when this goes out. Like I was very excited, but I was also nervous because I know some people that personally are gonna watch this, so that don't know my testimony. So it's just like kind of nervous how they would think about it, but I shouldn't worry about it. So I appreciate Berto letting me on, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm gonna pray it out for us real quick. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day you have blessed us with, Lord. Thank you for allowing Sebastian to speak your love through his testimony, Lord. I just want to thank you for, you know, just blessing me with a friend like Sebastian, Lord. I know I didn't say it throughout this interview, but I just want everyone to know out there that having a friend like Sebastian is just like the best thing you could ever ask for, Lord. When I was going through it and didn't have a lot of people to take me out the house, he was always there, Lord, and I knew I could always count on him, Lord, and just give him the strength to realize that he could help so much more people if he really just stepped out of his comfort zone, Lord. And I just want you to like remind him every day that he's such a light to the people around him, and that he loves all the people in his circle with all his heart, Lord, and just keep spreading, just keep giving him that love, and just keep giving him that strength to, you know, move through all these obstacles, Lord, because he's here right now, and that's not for no reason, Lord. And we just thank you for all that, and we give thanks to you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
That's a wrap.